type of tone that Gap would set, earlier in the game with his aggressiveness around the basket?
Yeah, I thought he was great. Bounce back from being able to offensive rebound, finish, and defensively at the rim. I thought he was really good for us and protected the paint. Just understanding he played a really good game and he helped our defense at a high level.
I know you guys didn't have a lot of lob dunks the first two games. Just talk about the impact of the lob dunks tonight.
Yeah, I thought in that first half we had 10, I think, and in the first two games it's probably, the total that we had. So just to understand what they were taking away, I told Kai he probably had a career high at lobs. He was really in tune with D-Live and Gav. And just, being able to get to the paint and the late pass, the lob was big for us, and our bigs finished this evening. But just being able to get the ball in the paint, we didn't turn it over. They got great hands, and anytime you drive the ball, they're swinging at it. And I thought for us to only have 8 turnovers was big.
You said they weren't giving you the lobs, but so in essence, how did you take them back? I know some of them were in transition.
Yeah, I think when you look at just being able to get the ball in the paint and Kai's ability to score in the paint, and so you have to pick your poison. If you're going to let him get going, he will take it, and then for him to be able to read that if they step up, he's able to dump it off. And I thought being the quarterback between him and Luka tonight was at a high level with the lob and being able to get others involved.
And then, PJ had 10 points and 5 rebounds. I don't really think that really measures his game. How would you kind of describe the presence that he brought tonight?
Yeah, I think when you look at PJ, he's been consistent on the defensive end. And then being able to get out on the break, we had 22 fast break points, and that's something that we've talked about, in this series. But PJ's been great. He's not afraid of anything. He competes at a high level. He's been a big part of this team since he's been here, and you can see that he's comfortable.
Well, on your piggybacking on not afraid of anything, he obviously went jaw to jaw with a couple of their guys. What does it mean for your team to have a guy that's ready and willing to do that?
Everybody's tough. Just looking at, he's competing. We're all competing for each inch to find a way to win. And this series is going to be more mental as it goes on, because just of the physicality, the play is very physical, but the mental aspect of this series, we have to be sharp and we have to understand what's taking place. And I thought the guys did a great job of protecting one another.
Jason, to kind of further that notion, you talked about the physicality and the mentality. What was the message to your team in terms of keeping your composure when it looked like they may have lost theirs on this night?
Yeah, I think we've talked about our energy, positive energy, protecting one another, trusting each other. You can see the chemistry is at a high level on both ends. And so that's just something that we've always talked about, is making sure that we're not making a bad mistake and putting our teammates or our team in a bad situation. And I thought the guys did a good job and have done a good job of protecting one another.
We talked about it earlier about the lobs, but was an emphasis to attack the inside and to make sure that you guys can play your game?
Yeah, we're trying, again, they're very good at swiping and making sure that you don't get to the paint. And so I thought the guys did a great job of the ball touching the paint and being able to secure it, being able to finish some of the plays that we've missed, some layups. But to be able to get the lob involved tonight was big on both ends, just for our energy, and then also on the defensive side that carried over with our energy, and just understanding that's been a big part of our success offensively, is being able to play above the rim.
Hey Jason, Kyrie Irving, he had 2 points in the first half. He had 21 points overall. 19 points in the second half. Just what's your assessment on his impact that he has when he can get it going at any time to help your team out?
Yeah, I think to be able to have a guy like Kai that understands the game. I think he was plus 10 in the first half and only had 2 points, so he had a big impact without scoring. And then to be able to, he exerts a lot of energy on the defensive side of the ball. And then in the second half, to be able to do what he's done for us all season is to be able to, make, when they go on a run, he answers the call by making a big three. But I think this is calming effect. He's never in a rush. He's never going to panic. He feels that everything's under control. And the guys trust him out there on the floor. And you can see that in the second half.
Coach, how would you rate the energy, effort, and enthusiasm of your team tonight?
It was good. We got a long ways to go, but this is a great stepping stone for us to be able to continue to keep building. We haven't done anything. We protected home half of the serve is now to protect Sunday, just like we did at their place. We won that second game, so we understand what's at stake for Sunday, and now we got to go back and see how we can get better.
Jason Luka had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in the second quarter after leading the game in the first. Just what can you share with us about the injury he had, and what does it say that he was able to kind of fight through it for the rest of the game?
Yeah, I think, I don't know if he was hurt. I don't think he ever left the bench. Just to be able to play the minutes that he's playing, play 40. We got his minutes down tonight. Understanding we lean on him to do a lot for us on the offense and defense side of the ball. But I don't know if it was hurt or he was just trying to get warmed up. But he had a lot of good looks for us. He created a lot of baskets for our teammates. But again, defensively, I thought he was big. In that first half, he came up with some really incredible plays, some deflections, and he was in the right place at the right time defensively.
Coach Kidd, with Josh Green, he played more minutes tonight than both of the first 2 games combined. What did you think of his overall performance and specifically his defense on some of the Clippers stars?
Yeah, Josh was great. He was great. He stepped up. We had someone down. He stepped in and played his role and did his job tonight. And we're going to need him to do that Sunday.
Jason, you guys had 19 turnovers. What's impressed you most about your defense through these first 3 games, and how do you keep it going on Sunday?
That's something that we've taken pride in, is trying to, be one of the best defensive teams in the league against the Clippers, who are, future Hall of Famers that got weapons everywhere. And so we're just trying to make it tough, and we're getting our hands on some of the passes. We're rebounding the ball, which is big. You can't give them second opportunities. And so just, again, trying to make it tough, understanding Harden, is not just going to let you do what you want. He's shooting 3 at a high rate. We got to figure out how to slow him down a little bit. But again, we're active on the defensive end. We're going to need that for Sunday.
Thank you.
The last question. I know you talked about the aggressiveness on the other side of the ball, but what about the efficiency from the bigs in this game?
Yeah, our bigs were big, and I think in the first 2 games, in game 1, we didn't exist there, but I thought in the second half of game 1 we showed up, and I think since game 1 and the second half, we've been playing Mavs basketball, and so we got to continue. This is a veteran ball club. They've been in every situation, so there's nothing for us to celebrate. We got to get back to work tomorrow and get ready for Sunday.
Thank you.